So as you go down like that, don't just sink down with your head, try and keep it high and then turn around, yeah, and then come back. So here, 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 here. Okay, now from here I want the knee to come and around. Okay, it's kind of coming out and around. Yeah? And try and keep the rest of you as still as possible. You can't, but you're trying to. And then you want to let the other one go. As you feel it, let the other one go. Now you're not turning like this, you're turning with this bit. Yeah? So the knee that's coming up and around is turning this one. Yeah, you can have your hands up here. Try and keep the shoulders, like I say, try and keep the head as though it's being pulled up, yeah? And then think about the hip as, and it comes to the centre, turns, comes to the centre, turns, comes to the centre, turns, 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 turns. And like I say, it's all this. This is where the power really is, okay? Now when you get good at the power being here, concentrate on the power being here. Yeah? And this would want to come back round, if you notice. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Now when it comes back round, it's not twisting. As I'm here like this, it's kind of pulling to here. Can you see? Yeah? You might not pull a lot, but there's some action of it. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Now you can also take it back. So if you take it back, then you've got to come forward. So back, forward. Back, forward. This is similar to what we was doing yesterday with the little step. So come back with it, push it forward. Yeah? Come back with it, push it forward. And it's the hip throwing it back round. Yeah? So here, here. Here, 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 here. And the elbows will help it pull. Yeah? So if you think the elbow is coming back and coming forward, so you're getting this, you're getting this. Yeah? So here, 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 here. Here, 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 here. Now don't forget it's that knee that's doing it. It's not so much that foot, still that knee, yeah? Here, even that is bringing it round, yeah? So here, 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 and then yeah, here, 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 here. This is winding right up, and then it releases, yeah, and it brings you back. Yeah, here, 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 and you can be here, here, here. Here, 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 here. Here, 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 here. Yeah? Now make sure it's over the wrist. It's very tight, yeah? And the hips are loose as you're doing it, yeah? So it's coming from the hips and pushing the elbows, if you can think of that. So here, 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 here. It's the same as the punching. Here, here, here. Here, 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 here. Yeah? Yeah. And if you're just turning, chances are you're redirecting in some way. So if you're here like us, you're redirecting here, and then you push forward, and you bend down, and you sink your weight. So from here, I've moved out the way. Yeah? So I'm leading it over here, and then I'll give it a little sink and a push. Yeah, it's just a squeeze with the knees. Yeah? And it's done with the back leg. It's not the front leg bending that brings you back in. It's this pushing you back in. Yeah? So as I'm here, 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 here. And the hips get pushed forward by the knee. Yeah? So you're taking out and away from you. So something's coming over here. And there's a slight push. After that slight push, you can take a step. Yeah? So you get the balance back to 50-50. Because when you're here like this, a lot of the weight goes here. But you're pushing it back onto the front with the knee turning. So as I'm here like that, can you say? Yeah? And this is where this comes from. Yeah? So as wherever the knee goes, like I say, if I'm receiving energy, it's trying to redirect it, it's trying to push it. It doesn't matter how it's pushing. If I'm here like this, and you push towards my centre here, and I'm just taking you over here, then I'm going to push towards it. Can you say? Now the reason I'm pushing towards it is if you step towards me and push with that, I can then instantly try and unbalance you. If I'm here like this, and you step towards me and go to do it again, and I'm pushing to your shoulder, it's more of a threat. So in that case, the knee actually comes this way. Yeah? So as I'm not just taking back here, I'm actually coming into it. Yeah? So as I'm here like this, you actually come towards here. But do it with the knee. Feel it? Yeah, it's much stronger. Watch pushing out to the side though. We don't push out to the side, it's just a forward motion. So here, there you go, much better. Yeah? Try and point that knee towards the shoulder as well. Hip came back there. So if the hip comes back, if you push towards me here, the hip comes back, I'm just pulling it this way. But if you go to do it again and you step towards me, I'm actually coming towards you. Do the step towards me here, and I'm actually taking it so I can get close to you. So one's receiving and one's actually like sending. Yeah? Yeah? So if I'm receiving, and then it goes forward. And you'd probably receive, send, palm. Receive, send, palm. Yeah? Yeah, and then if you send it, it's going straight to. So like I say, if you step towards me with a push here, I'm receiving, so I can send here. Carry on. Can you see? And I've got the hip, and I've got the hip this way. So I can put weight in either side. I've got to be able to rotate. That's the important thing, the way we do it. Mm. Yeah, it's not just a forward and a backward motion. Yeah, it's all about rotation. If I'm here like this, and you go to step in with the push here, and I'm taking over here, can you see I'm already here? And then this knee can come back. So that's that one again. Mm. Now when I do that, as you step towards me here, and then you push towards me here, if I just push back, I'll get that. But as you go to push me here, if I come in and I push back, it's this as well as that. The knee and the hip is doing this with the energy, and this is spinning it.
Yeah.
Yeah? So from here, as I go to push here like this, you'll get more of that. Yeah? Make sure that the hip is fairly relaxed as you do it. That's it. You'd already be here. So don't bring it up to get more power. Our brain always thinks, right now I'm really going to hit it. But just think here. It's just a little nudge. And connect it to the knee. This knee. Here. There you go. But get it. Can you see how this shoulder's sinking? Don't sink the shoulder. Sink this shoulder, if anything. Feel better?
Yeah.
Feel more weight. It's even then. Yeah? If you go down with this shoulder and lift this shoulder, you're taking the weight away here. Mm. You're trying to get the weight across here, so you want weight here. Yeah? So if I'm here like this, and I go like this, I'm lifting this weight and I'm seesawing over here, really. Mm. So, much better. Feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Now the other thing is, if your knee's like that, as you're coming in with this, bring it across. Yeah? And you don't want to be step too far. If you step too far, you can't rotate the hip. And if you can't rotate the hip, you don't get that. Yeah? Feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, now step a little bit further out. That's it. Now do the same thing again. And can you feel the weight shift? Yeah? That's it. So from here to here. Here to here to here. Here to here to here. And think of, it could just be a forward motion like this. Can you say? It can be a rotation. If it's a rotation, there's usually a pull and a punch. So it's a push-pull energy. So with a rotation, try and have two hands playing. So if I'm here like this, if I'm pulling and I'm coming across, but if I'm pushing, it can just be this one. You know what I mean? This one's not so important. This one's just leading it. Yeah?
Yeah.
But like I say, this to this to that. This to this to that. Can you see this is doing nothing. But this is push pull.
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's yeah. Yeah? So if I'm here and the push pull here, I want to twist with that. If I'm here like this and I just do this, it's just my arms. Mm. But if I can get the hips to move at the right time, it's a shorter movement, so you can't step so far. So you want to be closer to actually start using that. So if you're here like this, if you twist that way, but come towards me here. Now as you here like this, as you pull and you push with the other one, you're twisting the hip. But you're pulling that hip back more than you're pushing the other one forward. Yeah? Now do the same. Pull with this hip, not with the shoulder. Pull with the hip. Arm back first, hip. Arm back, and you're still doing it with your shoulders, still leaning back with your shoulder. Just do it with the hip. There you go. Feel?
Yeah.
Sink down with the knees. Arm first, got to get that grip. Feel that?
Yeah.
It's like you're slowly lifting me and then you can pull me. So when you lift me, I get like that and then the hips turn. So everything is about the hands starting it and then the body backs it up. Yeah, the hands are always backed up by the body. If it's done properly. If it's just hands, you're only playing against hands. Yeah? Or you're playing against someone who's not very skilled. Yeah? So if I'm here like this, that's just hands. But if I'm here like this and I get to here, I need that hip. If I just do it with my arm, you could push back. Yeah?
Yeah.
Especially if you see here, don't move at all. Right, okay. Let it go a fraction. Right, okay. Now as I come back, just turn gently towards me with this one. That's it. Now sink your knees and push towards me. And it's that kind of effect. You're taking the space, so when the person tries to generate power, it just rebounds on them. You're not actually, it's not magic chi or shit like that or anything like that. All you're doing is you're taking the space, so when the person tries to do something, they unbalance themselves.
Yeah.
It's what we do all the time. We're taking space. It's all ours. When I'm here like this, if I'm just playing here, I'm not gaining anything. In fact, I'm giving it away and trying to get it back. So all you need to do is here, follow me here. Not this one. It's this one. Now, as I come back, do you see? Whereas you follow me with that one. Follow me with this one this time. I've got a build up with that. Do you see? And that's what we tend to do. We tend to follow the wrong one. So instead, if I'm here like this and I'm coming back here, this is where you want to be turning. Now you don't want to do the knees or the hips yet, but you still want to turn a little bit. So the hips have to turn a fraction more here. Can you see? And then then you want to sink with the knees. Yeah? And you don't want that shoulder to come down and that to go up, because you just did that.
Yeah.
So you see, it's little things like that. We think, and we can feel the effort we're using. That's not strength, that's strength being trapped. Now, we only register strength being trapped. So our brain likes us leaning forward.